All right, so an injury alert for sure, and I want to give Steve Kerr a lot of credit because the second to last question you heard was of the tough variety. It was like a tough hop at shortstop that's going to hit you right in the Adam's apple, and you get the glove up and you make the play. Well done, Steve Kerr. Now, on to Curry. Warriors PR is calling it a left MCL sprain. And for some perspective, back in the 2016 playoffs, Steph had a grade 1 MCL sprain and missed 15 days. And I would think right now the Warriors would take a 15-day absence from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you have 3 weeks from tonight exactly is when the playoffs begin. And hopefully this series of injuries that have happened to the Warriors players will start to clear up. But there's no way to tell them right now. I mean, you approximate what you hope the time would be that he'd come back. But how do you know? I mean, every player heals at a different pace.
I think with an injury like this, it really scares everyone. So, you know, look, it's not a question of if Golden State are going to make the playoffs. They're in right around with the second place right now. Look, just make sure everyone is as totally healthy as possible. If you have to drop a slot or two, you know, is it the worst thing in the world? Would you rather go limping into the playoffs or be at full throttle? Look for guys like Kevin Durant. Who else is injured?
Klay Thompson.
Look for those guys. If the report was for them to come back tomorrow, and I'm just picking a day, if it's to come back tomorrow, look for them to come back the middle of next week. Look for them to grab a few more days and make sure they're 100%. Because look, Steph was feeling better. Today was his, you know, coming out after his last 6 games being out with the ankle injury, was feeling good. Injury happens today. You can't afford to limp into the playoffs. Everything you play all season for this time of year, they're in the playoffs right now. Be as healthy as you possibly can.
Well, in terms of the playoffs and seeding, the Warriors are at 2. The Houston Rockets have, I don't think they've officially clinched the #1 seed, but they soon will. But with the Portland Trail Blazers losing tonight, unpredictably, with all the guys out for Boston, and with Golden State winning, the magic number for Golden State to clinch the 2 seed is now down to 1 game. So to the reporter's point in the session there with Steve Kerr, they are in an advantageous position in terms of that. They are virtually locked in at #2. So it does become just all about precaution for this team.
Yeah, I think you're referring to the question about resting guys.
Yep.
Will guys be sitting out games down the stretch? You lock up what you think you need to accomplish. They're not going to catch you, so they understand that. They're not going to fall back past the Blazers. So once they get that #2 seed locked up, if they need to give a guy a night off,
yeah,
you do it now. Now's the time to do it because you've worked hard all year to attain the #2 spot.